Oh, was ist das denn hier? Unleserliche Notiz an die Familie des reichen Mannes, der uns provoziert hat. Wir haben ihn und werden ihn töten, wenn ihr uns nicht großzügig bezahlt. Kommt mit einer vollen Börse in die Gasse südlich des alten Lagerhausviertels. Gasse südlich des alten Lagerhausviertels. Okay, das Lagerhausviertel. Das hier ist das Hafenviertel. Wo ist denn das Lagerhausviertel? Platz des Prinzen. Hier ist das alte Lagerhausviertel. In die Gasse südlich. Also wahrscheinlich hier hin, ne? Okay. Ich gehe trotzdem erst mit dem hier quatschen. Lagerhäuser der Nauten. Hafenviertel. Alte Lagerhäuser. Ich vermute mal... Irgendwo... Entschuldigung. Boah. Der kam unverhofft. Ich vermute mal irgendwo da. Okay, wir können aber trotzdem erst zu dem Magger gehen. Mit Kuh? Huch. Steck mal weg den. Das Moped. Ich wollte einmal kurz hier oben gucken. Wir wollen ja alles mitnehmen, was keine Miete zahlt. Hier sind... Ach, hier waren wir schon. Die haben wir schon weggetötet. Die bleiben sogar liegen. Interessant. Das Blut. Da ist noch eine Kiste. Gut, dass wir gucken. Weißdorn. Da ist der. Hier ist das Harfenviertel.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Okay.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Mhm. Dafür, dass wir unter Zeitdruck arbeiten, geht das, ne? So, hier hatten wir Captain Vasco, eine Schleuse und eine Fracht. Ich glaube, da kommen wir so nicht rüber, ne? Können wir erstmal hier hin? Zu diesem Lagerraum kommen wir so rein. Hier nicht. Was haben wir hier? Leder, Resistenz, alles hier. Zack. Nee. Ach so. Ich muss da oben lang. Anscheinend. Da komme ich nicht lang. Da ist er. Ach Manu, jetzt fangen wir nicht einfach an damit.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Ja, jetzt nicht mehr.
There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Na klar.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Okay, danke.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tearfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tearfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbor Master's office.
Okay.
Be back soon, Captain.
Hallo. Jetzt. So, was haben wir hier? Finde den Schleuser. Untersuche das Verschwinden des nautischen Novizen. Hafenamt. So, wir wollten... Okay, hier über den Lagerraum anscheinend. Was haben wir hier? Finde raus, wo konnten... Ja, war ja klar. Wir waren ja gerade jetzt in der Schenke. Was haben wir hier? Vertreibe die Wachen. Manipuliere das Logbuch des Schiffs. Mhm. Also wenn wir gerade hier sind. Finde ich den Schleuser? Können wir den noch was fragen? Ja.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy. But we will have
Ja,
to
mach dich doch mal locker. Ich kann sonst nichts hier, ne? Nö. Okay,
Be
schade.
back soon, Captain.
Ja, danke, tschüss. Okay, eine Suchquest. Ich muss einen Schleuser finden. Goldmünzen. Bin mir ziemlich... Finde den Schleuser. Und damit ist Vasco markiert. Okay, aber ich kann ihn dazu nicht befragen. Das ist ja ganz komisch. Okay, wir finden jetzt schon allerhand an Zeug, muss ich sagen. Okay, vielleicht spricht er dann erst mit mir, wenn wir seinen Jungen haben oder so. Keine Ahnung, dann zu dem Lagerraum wollten wir sowieso. Dann rüste ich den mal aus. Beziehungsweise diese Quest. Wir können auch hier unten gucken, was hier abgeht. Anscheinend nicht viel. Da liegt nur Zeugs rum und hier ist auch nichts. Okay. Ja gut, vielleicht redet Vasco dann hier mit uns. Ach, das ist das Hafenamt. Wenn wir seinen Jungen gefunden haben. Ganz so unwichtig scheint er dann ja doch nicht zu sein. Wie mir scheint. Veredeltes Eisenerz. Mhm. Ja, wir gehen da gleich rein, keine Panik. Ich wollte nur erstmal einmal umgucken. Guten Tag. Das hier sieht weniger wie ein Lagerraum, als wäre wie ein Quartier aus. Eine Kabane und Goldmünzen. Da gucken wir doch gleich mal. Haben wir da gefunden neu. Kaban. Okay, der Wamms des Glücks, Chance auf Beute plus 25%, aber mehr Rüstung und allgemein mehr Resistenz. Den nehme ich mal. Alles andere ist mal egal. Guck mal, jetzt haben wir wieder nämlich 3,5. Sonst gibt es hier nichts. Flavia.
Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Mir erzählen, wer dein Tätowierer ist.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Also nicht so der Biertrinker.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Vielleicht hast du dir das doch nicht eingeredet. Eingebildet, Entschuldigung. Eingeredet. Komme ich hier raus? Sehr gut. So, dann gehen wir mal Lauro befragen. Der sitzt da rum und erzählt, dass der kleine Jonas verschleppt wurde von Banditen. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass es stimmt. Erst einmal. Und wir schauen mal.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Na, ist ja immer unsere, naja, eigentlich einzige Spur. Moment kurz.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Ich denke mal, er wird kein einfacher Schiffsjunge sein. Gehe ich mal stark von aus. Manchmal funktioniert das M auch nicht. So, jetzt müssen wir nämlich wieder zur Taverne in zweierlei Hinsicht. Das ist eigentlich ganz gut.